Hello and welcome back to the final episode of Let's Play Warhammer Mark of Chaos of Me Grey Hunter, where we are going to go to the Horde of Thorgar. It will be glorious, heads will be taken, empires frightened. This last battle, though, the last battle for the Horde of Chaos, it's really easy, which is kind of disappointing. There's not really much challenge, it's pretty much just grab your guys, throw them. Wait.
We march to fight with you, most mighty ally and best friend of Skaven Blight. many times we tried to make this
You're
city
my
fall.
best friend.
Tunnels everywhere, but they find them and close them. With great warriors in your army, we attack again and not fail.
Your knowledge will be very useful to me, as will your army. These weak men cannot fight to the front and behind. The attack begins! Kill them all and destroy the city!
Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. That is an excellent just ending there. Okay, so here we are. Unfortunately, our armies haven't combined just yet, but that's okay. They will in a moment. I'm going to pay for replacements. For everything. We have 35,000 gold. Well, we did. Then we spent some of it. But we had a lot of money. We had tons and tons of cash. I could have sworn, though, that we had a unit with that unbreakable banner already. I guess maybe you're only allowed to have one of them. Maybe. I don't even know. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Because we're pretty much done anyway. And we have rings that allow us to be unbreakable anyway. I'm going to give this ring to... Actually, I'm going to hold on to it, because I might be able to give it to one of the Skaven, because some items are not locked into a single faction. So we might be able to bring them over. Is there anything in here that we want? A bone shield, huh? 25% of all damage dealt to the hero is thrown back. Yes. Don't mind if I do. I will put this on the Aspiring Champion, but I might, if I can, put it on one of the Skaven, because we will want to bring Thorgar, the Sorcerer, and the Grey Seer and Casket. You have to take Casket and Thorgar, so there's only 2 slots open for people to come along on the adventure. There's no point in getting anything else from the barracks, but... no, we've got 4 siege weapons, so if we're allowed to bring 4 of those, we've got it covered. Alright, let's go. To the Talabheim outskirts. Or we don't go? No? Oh, right, okay. You have to move them over there and then they join up. And then it depends on what army you've got selected. Okay, now we're good, Thorgar moved down to the Talabheim outskirts, and that, I do believe, will let us pick to combine our armies. Get more guys. Possibly. The villages and farms outlying Talabheim have been abandoned and many lie dead already in the ruins. Against the Horde of Thorgar, the men of the Empire have fled, seeking safety behind the high walls of Talabheim. Now, just in case... Yeah, I know the army can't move right now, but just in case... I'm going to buy... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm going to buy reinforcements right now, just in case I'm not allowed to do it just before the battle starts. Actually... You guys get armor? Oh, you've already got it. Okay, cool. We are ready. We are ready for the final countdown. Let's go to the City of Death. Totally not worrisome at all. Nope. The disciplined soldiers of the Empire, the elegant warriors of the Elves, and the stout fighters of the Dwarves have all gathered here to thwart the ambitions of Thorgar. At last the time has come to decide the fate of the Empire. Glorious. Alright, so as you can see, 2 slots open. That means Grey Seer gets to come along, and so does the Undivided Sorcerer. Now, can I give this... No, it's locked. Okay, well in that case, you get it, because you kind of need it. Do you have anything that I would want to give? Yes, actually, I want you to have that. Because poison... Oh, maybe. No, Poison Aura is nice and all, but I'd rather that he had this ability to survive. The Desolate Blade, is that better than the Languisher Sword? Not really. Can you give that to anybody else? No. That's unfortunate. Do you have a medallion? You do. +5 magical resistance. Versus... yeah, I think that's an obvious upgrade. There we go. Do you have anything that I would want to give? Talisman of Protection. Maybe. Yes, actually. Talisman of Protection goes to you. The Ring of the Immortal Duel goes to Thorgar. Awesome. Now we are ready. Now we are ready to crush face. So, out of all the forces that get to come along, that would be you. I don't want the Knights this time around, so we'll bring you as well. Both units of Furies. And that should leave just enough space for our usual army. Awesome. And of course, all of the siege things. Okay, so we're bringing the Furies along because the Furies, I think, will be useful if there's eagles. I can't remember if there are any eagles. Strong infantry, good fire support, and, you know, all that other good stuff. So, let's get going. I think there might be a cutscene to go along with the beginning of the mission. If there's not at the beginning, there definitely is at the end. There will come an age, the end times, when the realm of chaos expands across the entire world and the gods of chaos will have their final victory. And if you believe Games Workshop's new addition to the lore, that time is now. Bad things are happening. And for those of you interested, I'm actually doing a series on all of the lore of the Warhammer universe, so maybe check that out if you're interested in how things are going in the end times. But it's interesting, because the end times have been around for ages and ages and ages as a concept, but now they're actually making books for it. Yes. Just a little sus. Alright, so we have a ton of stuff on the field today. Our objective is to break through and get to here, I think. There's an objective marker there. You have to take out all of the castle. So we're going to have to fight our way up there, but it's not ridiculously hard. It's just tedious. More than anything else, actually.
We will fulfill the great plan.
Alright, Casket, you get to sit with your Buckjazales.
Much warpstone to be won here.
Can you join? You can join the Warriors of Khorne. That's interesting. I didn't realize they could go cross-army. But no.
This frail world.
And you're already set. Okay.
What do you wish, my most
So you get to be control group number 2.
Yes, mightiest of the mighty.
Bullfather guides our
I'm going to make these guys control group number 3, even though
we are moving on.
I might have put the infantry as that. I'm going to put all of the infantry together as control group number 1.
Push forward!
Because it really is easiest to just group everything together and throw it at them. So we've got a group 1, group 2, a group 3, and that means you guys get to be control group number 4. Alright, let's do this.
The gods watch you closely,
Pew,
my
pew, pew.
followers. Destroy the city, slaughter all those inside, and the rewards will be greater than any imagined before.
Are all the cannons able to shoot?
These petty
Yes.
barriers cannot stop us. Smash them
Now,
aside.
there are enemy cannons, which is unfortunate. But if we put our oh no, stop. If we put our
As my lord wishes, it shall be done.
if we put our Furies up ahead, they should be able.
Magnificent general.
Furies, anytime now.
Charges at maximum.
We should be able to fire at them. Alright, there we go. Now we're good. Now, if you take out that cannon, you've pretty much guaranteed you're able to get up to here without much trouble.
A terror from ancient times. Flee!
Yes, indeed, a terror from ancient times. Now, I'm not too worried about casualties in this mission. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, because we don't need to worry about it anymore. We have got to the end. Alright, infantry, advance.
My rage shall ruin nations.
Ready, slaves.
And cannons, get up here.
Charges at maximum.
Okay. The Furies I do kind of need, though.
Much warpstone.
So I am going to pull them back in a moment.
Yes, Mightiest of the mighty.
You need to get in there.
This day.
Go, go, go.
See the
Oh god.
Are you brave enough to face me alone?
Yeah, the Furies are getting obliterated.
Titan
Are you
warp
brave
coils.
enough to face me alone?
Fire at that.
My will cannot be contested.
We're going to take some casualties up here, but, you know, it's going to happen. We can't really do anything about it. Thorgar has basically got this.
Brings me more warpstone.
Alright, fire at them.
Firing when ordered.
Are you brave enough
If you
to
could
face
pretty
me
please
alone?
fire at these guys, that would be great. Come on, cannons. Get up there.
We will be unstoppable. Much warpstone brings me.
I am the herald of the
Damn.
powers.
Really? Alright, favored minions, me, bro.
It is the will of the Dark Lords that brings us victory.
Alright, capture this.
Eat the skulls of the
Energy
slain!
levels critical. Most splendid
And it would be
commander.
great if we could fire at that. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice the Furies.
Miserable slave
Get out here.
brings me more
Show no
warpstone.
mercy.
Alright, kill them. Please kill them. Minion me. And plague.
Warp lightning charging, great master.
Now, if we could pretty please shoot at that, I would be very happy. There we go.
Praise the gods.
Steal some more souls. And we should be all good. I'm going to move the Skaven shooters up as well. I should have done that earlier.
We shall.
And as soon as that wall comes down, we're just going to run straight in. We're not going to care about the whole other guns. We're just going to go straight in there and make it a hand-to-hand fight. Come on, cannon, down you go. There we are. Now you're doing a good job. Alright, let's throw down one of those. And you can... Oh, do I have to click on where I want it? No. It's all good.
The greater
There we
wall
are.
is not so strong as these weaklings hoped.
Indeed it is not. Steal some souls. Throw that down. Bring me some more
arrows
minions.
cannot defeat this foe.
And throw this down on them. Alright, cool. Now, I do want to move these Furies over there. I will move the rest of the guns up.
Mere arrows cannot defeat
This
this
is where we make our stand and prove
Hello,
the worth
Stefan.
of the men of the Empire. Fight to the death and fight for Sigma!
Because I believe actually we do have to capture that third circle, don't we? Oh no. It doesn't say anything about the circles, it just says we have to win.
Need more warpstone.
Well, if we don't need the circles, I think I'm just gonna go straight for it. You can sit over there.
We shall be as kings.
We'll throw this down. Throw that down.
We shall be as kings.
And I'll be having some more souls, thanks.
Lanskariah answers your call.
Come on, guys.
Power for the
Make an
attack,
effort.
Warlord. Titan warp coils.
And then as soon as we've taken down that...
Dark Lords that brings us
Actually, you know what? I'll
victory.
put that down too.
Praise
Where are you
the
guys
gods.
standing? Why are you not healing up?
Shall save
yourselves!
You're like right in the middle there. I don't even know. Whatever. It doesn't matter all that much.
Need more warpstone.
As soon as this thing is down, I'm going to set our cannons to fire at will. And then we'll just go from there, I guess. Because we've already won. As soon as you begin the mission, you've pretty much won. Because you've got a Flame of the Gods here if you really need to retreat. There's no way, after you've taken out the forces that are sitting here, that you're going to get beaten. Because you've already taken out all the really big bad things.
We shall crush
You're pretty
them.
much good. Halberdiers, swordsmen, and gunners.
Energy levels critical.
I'm going to concentrate fire on these guys, actually.
Adopting new firing position, magnificent general.
We shall be as kings.
The warlock engineers offer
How?
their power.
I don't think there are any more guns. But I could be wrong, so I'm going to send the Furies over this way.
Much warpstone brings much power.
We're going to capture this just to give us some
It is
extra
the will
time.
of the Dark Lord that
You guys are
brings
going to
us
stand in
victory.
behind. These guys didn't get regenerated at all, which befuddles me a little bit, because I thought they were standing right in the middle there. But whatever. It doesn't make that much of a difference.
Offers its services.
Okay, no, there's no more guns.
We shall be as kings.
In that case,
There can be no
let's just get in there. Let's slaughter the sons of bitches. Go for it. Oh, hello. Knights Panther.
My fate is clear.
Which enemy do you wish to destroy?
Glory to chaos.
Well, I've changed my mind then, because those guys are actually kind of dangerous. So we'll wait a moment so that we can fight them here. Eat some souls, all that good stuff. Sploosh. And eat. Can you crippling torture them as well? Combo! Pew pew pew. Alright.
We shall crush
There we go.
them.
Now we're doing good. Okay, so is there an actual objective? Apart from capture? Yeah, it's just capture the place. Kill Stefan and Aurelion. Thorgar must survive.
I alter
Pretty
course
good,
of the
actually.
battle.
Pretty easy.
Like the
So
rising tide, their blood will flow.
we'll throw these people in there. What are you shooting at? Oh, hey, Huntsman. Well, I'm not really interested about them. They're not really a big
Firing
deal.
when ordered. What do you wish, my
So we're gonna
most
retreat.
generous
Praise the
What are you doing?
God's
What
command,
are you doing?
And I obey.
Go.
I have
No, go
seen
through the...
true path.
What are you doing?
I have another
Go through here. Alright.
charges at maximum?
We'll make a big hole there.
Grant me your power, that I might sweep this army aside.
If you're gonna be all finicky about it, we'll make a massive hole in the wall. And then you can't bitch that we didn't go the way you wanted us to. Alright, we lost both our units of Furies, but that's not too big of a deal. We can roll with it.
and ready,
I will
master.
win-win.
I guess I really should be using the ability points they have, but we've already won.
We shall crush them.
The Warlock Engineers
You guys
offer
kill
their
them.
power.
Because I would appreciate that.
Firing when
Alright,
ordered.
make a really, really, really big hole in the wall, so our guys don't have the excuse of being complete idiots
Seek out the strongest.
for being unable to find it.
Run for your lives.
Blood for the
Alright,
blood
you get to be
lord.
control group number 3 now.
Show
The
no
Warlock
mercy.
Engineers offer their power.
Glory to chaos.
Come on. There we go. Wall's about to fall. And done. Alright, now can we go, please? Actually, go here. I want to see if we can shoot Stefan and kill him without having to go and attack. Oh, that's a hell blast
Blood for the
polygon.
blood god.
Oh, click the wrong thing. That hell blast polygon, kind of a problem. We might want to deal with that.
Together we will be unstoppable. I strike where
Alright,
you
let's move you
ask,
up.
most clever leader.
Hasset
The
favors
guns
us.
are actually fine where they are. If they hit Stefan, great. If they don't, I'm not going to be too broken up about it. We have 22 minutes to capture the place, so it's not like we really have to hurry. And that right there is another thing we can capture if we want to. So,
Destroy them all! Kill everything!
1,000 slaves for our toil.
I think I want you to shoot... The handgunners around? Okay, yeah, shoot at them.
Burn them all.
Oh, we can't throw either of these things down. That's unfortunate.
No foes can stop Clan Scaraya.
Advance a bit more. See if we can't draw them out. Oh, hello. You're able to shoot from there?
Building power
Alright,
for
well
the
we can shoot
attack.
back.
Glory to chaos.
Charge in there.
They are inside the city! Repel the filthy dogs while I summon the power to cast them out!
We keep shooting at that Hellblaster volley gun, we should be fine.
Are you brave enough to face me alone?
There we go.
The gods favor us with this bountiful carnage. Show no mercy.
Alright, use this. Use this. Raise some favored minions. Thorgar. Go hurt some people.
I sense a massacre.
Alright, there we go. We got this. I think Stefan just died. It was Stefan or Aurelion? It was Stefan. Now let's get Aurelion. Eat some of their soul. Throw this down on them. And we shall do so. Some of those guys are running already. I believe that was Aurelion just dying. Now let's go finish these sons of bitches. Alright, I'm going to put the Skaven gunners on dealing with that.
Heap the skulls of the slain.
And the cannons can come inside.
Show no mercy.
None can oppose mighty Khorne.
This is true. Those who try to oppose Khorne, they end up dead usually. It's kind of a bad idea. So, that wasn't too difficult. We don't even have to destroy the Altar of Vitality, we just have to capture the point in here. And you can see we did it with a ton of time to our name. Like, this mission is ridiculously simple. It's just point and click and throw and bad things. But I believe there is a cutscene to go with this, so let's see how we did. Well, after this. We lost 226 units, but we killed 463. I think that's a pretty decent, a pretty decent swap. Because they lost a big city. Kind of a big deal.
Talabheim is no more! Next to fall shall be Gnome, and I will rip out the heart of Emperor Magnus and feed it to the hounds.
What a wonderful sight, Blooded One! The gods will reward us all!
Nothing can stand in my way. The Empire lies in ruins, its armies broken upon our swords. They will all become my slaves. None can oppose me.
Yeah, about that. These guys would like a word. So yeah. There's nothing orcs and goblins like better than a good fight. And Thorgar has provided it. Not necessarily the best thing he could have done. I guess we have already done this before, but I'll do another little credits rundown of what I liked about the game. In particular, obviously, the campaign for Chaos. We already discussed the Empire campaign. I liked that there was an element of choice in who you followed when it came to picking your patron god. Although, that said, there's not really that much of a big difference between Khorne and Nurgle in this game, which is unfortunate because in the tabletop there's a lot of difference. I mean, functionally, it is, in the tabletop game, you still pick either Plague Bearers or Bloodletters, but in the lore, there's a bit more of a difference between Nurgle and Khorne as to what the game would suggest there is. Which is fine, because the game is, the game is there to be enjoyed, to be played. You don't necessarily need to explain every single little thing to people who are going to pick it up and play it casually. Because that's what it is, it's a casual game. And I don't say that in the, in the way that a lot of people go, oh, those casual gamers have ruined gaming. I mean, it's a pick up and play thing. You don't need to have read the lore, you don't need to know anything about the Empire or Khorne or anything like that. The opening movie will generally fill it in for you. It's basically like, here's a world, it's not that great, bad things happen, pick the good guys or the bad guys. Which I can appreciate. It's got its merits. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning of the campaign, I think it was in episode 3, maybe 4. It was when we picked our patron god. I mentioned that the idea behind the Chaos Gods isn't actually all that black and white. So, you know, the difference between Chaos and the Empire. Like, there's Chaos and the Forces of Order, but that's basically what they are. It's order versus chaos. It's not necessarily good versus evil, which I like. It's nice that there's not that clear black and white split. There's elements of good things on both sides, is basically what I'm trying to say. As to the game itself, as in like the mechanics and stuff, I did like a lot of it, but some of the abilities just they're useless, because for Thorgar, he's a prime example. By the time you get to the island and you find Asvarkul's body, you could have built him up to be a great leader of units, and as soon as he goes and gets converted into a demon prince, you can't use him for what you built him for anymore. And I mentioned this a couple of times in the actual playthrough, but I was building him like I was playing another Stefan at the beginning, which was a problem because Stefan doesn't have the point in the game where he just converts to a completely different character. Now, admittedly, some of Thorgar's abilities remain useful. If you built him as a duelist, he would still be fine. He would be great. He would not need you to change up what you did with your game at all, because it just meant that he wouldn't be in a unit anymore. And he wouldn't be on a horse, but that's a fairly easy thing to adapt to. For Stefan, you could build him as a leader of men from the very beginning, and he will always have those abilities be relevant. Now, admittedly, some of Thorgar's abilities in that particular chain, like command, are still useful to him after he changes, like that whole, he has the potential to gain health from combat happening near him. That's kind of useful, but it would be useful if it was a longer campaign, because as it stands, you've only got control of him for 3 more missions after that happens. Maybe 4. No, it's 3. You've only got control of him for 3 more missions after that happens, and by the time you get to the point where that ability exists, you don't need it anymore because you've just picked up an item that gives you regeneration on Thorgar. So I appreciate the way it was worked in and the attempt to make all of Thorgar's abilities still relevant after he changes to become a demon prince, but it wasn't as good as it could have been because the campaign is pretty much over by the time you get those abilities. But it is, as we often say about presents we don't necessarily want, the thought that counts. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, it's still a good game. Even though it's got a lot of problems, it's still a good game. I would have liked it better if there really was thousands of combatants on the field. That would have been fantastic. That would have been amazing. But I can understand that at the time it was released in 2006, the only engine really capable of doing that, to the best of my knowledge, was the stuff that the Total War games were built on, and even then it usually didn't end up being thousands upon thousands of people. It was maybe several hundred on either side. But now that we've got more powerful computers, it would be interesting to see a game with that, where there literally were thousands of people to either side instead of maybe 100 tops. Because I guess in the final mission, when we assaulted Talabheim, we had about 300 guys, maybe 350, because there were so many Skaven in each individual unit. 2 units of Skaven had almost as many men as the 3 units of Warriors of Chaos. But I'm kind of looking forward. I'm a little bit torn on this because Creative Assembly has kind of lost my faith after the disaster that was Rome 2's launch and the features that weren't included in it. Now, that is not to say that Rome 2 is a completely unplayable game. It's not. It is playable. I just don't happen to like it as much. Just putting that out there. CA did try to redeem themselves, and they made an effort, and that's fantastic and great. I just don't have faith in them anymore. which I think is an equally valid thing to say. That said, I am kind of interested in the fact that they let slip that Warhammer could, well, I say it's a fact, it's not really, it's an insinuation, that Warhammer is going to get some of the Total War treatment. And I'm kind of excited for that at the same time as I'm apprehensive because Rome 2. I'm kind of excited though because it would be an example of being able to have literally thousands of people on either side fighting in massive battles. That sounds pretty goddamn cool. That sounds amazingly cool. But on the other hand, there is definitely the CA fucked up with Rome 2 argument. Though from what I've seen so far in the lead up to the release of Attila, because Attila comes out... At time of recording, Attila comes out tomorrow, I think? Maybe the day after. I can never tell because Australian time zones. Herp derp. But the feeling so far from a lot of people has been they're making an effort to not repeat Rome 2. So if the Attila launch is really fantastic and support after it is really good, I'm probably going to be a little bit more open and welcoming towards the idea of a Total War Warhammer. I'm still thinking that they totally missed an opportunity, though, to call it Total Warhammer, because, come on, how is that not a glorious pun? But it looks like the credits are wrapping up, so in short, I enjoyed the game, though, of course, you know, it's hard to get hold of these days, because it's kind of old, which seems strange, because, you know, saying that a game that is only from 2006 is kind of old is a little weird. I don't have Battle March, so I won't be playing it unless I can find a copy of it. But, you know, even with the magical world that is the internet, it's kind of difficult to find a copy of Battle March. But if I can find one, I'll happily play it. Well, assuming I like it. I will want to play through it first, so, you know, everyone who is thinking immediately, oh my god, I'll tell him where he can get a copy, bear that in mind. Even if you do tell me where I can get a copy, if I don't like it, I probably won't play it, because I've seen the Dark Elf campaign, and it looks okay, but I don't know. Anyway, this is me, Grey Hunter, saying thank you for watching this LP, and I hope you will see me in the next one.